Hello. The purpose of this video is to explain how to draw uh, roof drain details by using a manufacturer's standard cut section of their drain. So, like what it says over here on the very top, the this video will explain to you how to start it, how to draw it, and then how to finish it. But this video will not tell you all the things that you need to do. We've already done details when we did the structural details, and you're going to do the same thing. When we go and look at roof drains, there are a lot of manufacturers of these roof drains. Okay, so let's look at some images here, and these roof drains needs to be installed on our roof, and um, you can see some 3D um, drawings of how to install this in the on the roof, and you can see here that let's see if I can click on this one and open it to see a better view on that one. There you go. Here's a maybe a better view. On this view, you can see that the roof drain here is sandwiched between the roof sheeting and your styrofoam tapered insulation, and then you got your membrane. Okay, and so this is what you need to show, but we usually don't just show it this detail on plan. So we can um, get a manufacturer's cut section and show details that looks like this. So in this detail, it shows us the connection to the tube or the pipe work and how it's connected and what layers are connected to what. As you can see here, let me click on that one too. Maybe it could give us a better drawing. Zoom in here. There you go. So you can see here, this is the manufacturer's cut section. And this one is on installed on a roof deck. Ours is going to be a plywood. Okay. And you can see that there's screws and the flange is pressing on this roof, on the steel deck, and that's basically how you tighten this. It's squeezing the roof sheeting, in this case, a roof deck, and the roofing membrane here. Okay, it's called an EPDM membrane. It's an elastomeric membrane, and so that's what we use for roofing. Anyway, this is the section that you need to produce. Okay, so you can find a section to copy. Okay, and here is like a typical section that shows there's a roof deck below, and then there's some insulation on top. Then you got your um, flashing. Then you have another insulation on top. Then you got some rock beads. Here's another one where the drain is basically buried in rocks. Okay, so that's another one. Here's one that's exposed. Okay, so these are the typical details that we need to do. All right. So going back to our drawing here, I put in some details that you can copy of from. We just can't copy this roof deck because ours is not a roof deck or a steel deck. Okay, we have a plywood, and this one here would typically be our section, except that instead of saying that this is a steel deck, you're gonna say that this is your roof sheeting. So as you can see here, there's a tapered insulation here, and they hatched it like this. And then you have this three plies. Okay, so over here you have these three plies. Let me maybe zoom closer if I can. Can I still? No, I don't. I don't think I. Oh, yeah, I can. So you can see here that there's the first ply on the very top. Then you got your second ply, okay, and then you got your third ply, okay. So you got a third ply, and then it says that there's metal flashing underneath here. So you have to do that also, okay. Now, also when you're doing this detail, you can see some of the lines are thick, okay, especially the topmost layer of roofing membrane and a section um, of your roof drain. Okay, so one of the best sources for manufacturer cross sections are from Arcot. Okay, so when you click on this one, I already have put in a link for roof drains, and our roof drain is supposed to be a roof drain that has a double roof drain like this one here. Okay, this one is your roof drain and this one is the overflow drain, and you certainly use this, but let's try to use something like this one here where the shield is outside, or this one. And so you can do that if you can simply download a DWG or a PDF. Okay, and when you download the DWG PDF, you can see that these are all numbers here. Okay, so and that's the measurement in inches and in millimeters. No, not millimeters, centimeters. Okay, so click on that one and you click on this, and it'll show you what it looks like as a PDF. If you want to download the DWG file, you simply click on DWG and it should download this DWG here. When you click on it, it should open in your AutoCAD and continue opening, and that's what it's going to look like. So what you're going to do is you're going to erase all of these dimensions. We're not particularly going to be using them. Okay. What we need to detail is the actual. Okay. You need to detail is the actual installation. And for this one, you may need to erase some hatch if they're part of that one first. So you need to like move stuff because this one is needs to be moved, or the installation needs to be squeezing, and your membrane goes over here. Okay, so you need to like move maybe this whole thing and this screw, and you gotta move that. Okay, we'll erase this detail. I mean this hatch. And then we have to move this also. I'll connect that to this one here. Okay, and then I guess so. Here is just erase this. So here's where you're going to squeeze your membrane here. Okay, let's see this one. Oh, this one squeezes it in. Yeah, so you're going to squeeze that in there, and basically you're going to look at this detail here. Okay, so you can see that there's a screw here, and that screw tightens up against this flange over here. So one of the things that you need to do is on your AutoCAD, which one is screwed into which portion. This one here, certainly, some portions you need to draw again, like that. And this is where your tapered insulation will go. Okay, and this one is connecting to this portion of the oh the this one is supposed to be on top here. There you go, and that's supposed to be screwed in to this one. Okay, so this one is squeezing this taper insulation here, and you may need to stretch this screw or use longer screws to show that they are inserted here. Okay, because this portion is what you're going to screw into. So this flange here is the one that you're putting your plywood and your insulation in between. Okay, so that's something that you have to do. Simply follow this drawing here. Okay, you can see here also how that one is how that one is layered. So there's a layer here. There's 3 layers, and you're basically going to draw that um, onto your in your AutoCAD. Um, okay, as well as putting in some notes, just like it shows here. You can say that this is the cast iron roof drain, and you're gonna call this out as a bead over here. Okay, or you can be as simple as this one. Metal flashing and C-spec and roof drain here, or tapered insulation here. This one is more detailed. It points out which one is what to put there, what is this part, and that may be too much. But if you want to just put it in like this, or you can copy this one. Now remember, we have a excuse me. You have here a normal roof drain, and you have here your overflow. Okay, so on your AutoCAD, you would have your normal and your overflow. Um, and I think this manufacturer has one piece. Okay, one piece. So that means that this piece here has to be moved together. We're not going to move that. This one, we have to move them together. Okay, and you have to move that. You have to move this here. Yeah, move that together with this point here. There you go. Okay, and you can just draw that again. And then this one you have to stretch again. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So here you go. So that's yeah, that's what and this one is just an option to show you that there's a option to screw in, okay? Screw in, or the other one is to um basically seal that in. And that's fine. You can just leave it like that. It depends on which one they will want to do. So here, that's what you're gonna do for this one. And when you are done with this detail, you are going to put in our roof detail, which I'm going to show you next. Okay, so when you have finished your detail and made it look like this with the installation, the sheeting, and some of the notes in your AutoCAD file over here. So let's say this is now finished. You will go to your sheet A1, A2. It's still under the prelim because we haven't finalized really our drawing. We're going to finalize it. It's actually always in prelim until you're ready to execute a construction drawing. So it's still here, and we did a roof plan on sheet A-2. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to move this, or the second line over here, or this mark over here. We're going to draw a line, connect that over here, and we're going to use and put that on layer viewport. Let me switch to layer viewport. We're going to turn off layer viewport anyway, and so and then we're going to move this whole thing just before that line. This space here, we're going to put some notes on it later. So that means that we can put in some details here on some of these boxes. So I'm just drawing this line for division. And when you're ready to put in your detail that's already been finished, make sure you save. Make sure that it's also on the proper layer, or have layer pen 1 or color red. And when you're ready to put that in, we're going to use the xref command. So here's my xref box. Okay, if you don't see that, you just simply type in xref. And we're going to attach that file. And that file is, we already saved it to, so this is that file. And we're going to specify the scale on the insertion. So just click this one, and we're going to click 1. Relative path, and then OK. And then we are going to put it somewhere. Just put it somewhere here. and then type 1, enter. Okay, and then press enter again and click OK. And the drawings should, oh, they didn't accept our one. I wonder why. But anyway, this it's already scaled. And so let's just change this to 1 on the property, change everything to 1, and change everything to 1. Okay, so that's how big the drawing is because when you drew it, it's a 1:1. So now we're going to scale that down, and you have to go back to our discussion on module 10 and then drawing scale factor table. So click on that one. It's under 10.1, and this drawing scale factor table will tell us the scale factors of our drawing. So the biggest one for the details usually is 3 inches equal to a foot, and the scale factor is this number, 1/4, which is 0.25. So let's go back to this drawing. When you click on that one, you can change this to 0.25 and everything else to 0.25. And let's see if it'll fit. If not, then we have to make it a different scale. Okay, so there you go. So that's 0.25. And if we move that, we might not fit that there. So it'll take like uh, two boxes long. So we can change it to 0.125, and 0.125 looks like it's just perfect. Okay, so it depends on how big your drawing is or whatever. Um, Now remember on our old details or on our structural details, we will put these notes and leaders and arrows while in the paper space of our detail. So when you put this in here, you still have to put in your notes while here. And then we're just going to copy this and put that. Let's just move that here a little bit so we can stretch just like we did on our structural details. That one, okay. And then we're going to call this drawing number 2. And then we are going to change this to the height is I think 1/4. And then this is not 1/8, this is 1 and half. So 1 and 1/2 inch is equal to a foot. Okay, so if you look at our drawing scale, if you use a 1/8, which is a 1 over 0.125, then you're using the scale over here. Okay, so we are simply going to change that and then move that into place. Okay, and then you're ready now to put your notes as you see fit here. Okay, so whatever you drew, you're gonna label now on your CAD drawing and create your uh, roof drain detail. Okay, so you're gonna put your roof drain detail. Okay, remember this is not finished yet. You have to finish it on your own. This one is just straight up whatever I got from the manufacturer. I haven't done it yet. You're supposed to do it by yourself for this module. So and that's what you're going to put on a sheet 2. Make sure that you also change this. This is now a roof plan, and we're going to change this to roof details or roofing details. And then we don't need this anymore. There you go. Okay, so you just made your first roof detail here. We're going to do another one here on our next module item. Okay,